everybody, it's Brian Brisson. I'm here again with the NFL Best Bets review for Week 4, presented by TSF, Typical Sports Fan. We're just going to get right into it. We were 3-1-1. If you waited till game day, you got 4-1 with the Chiefs. We kind of got hosed by the Browns with a few bad calls. Should have been perfect week, a sweep. There was a fumble that they said was not a fumble. But, live and learn, move on. So let's start with the first game of the week, the Chicago Bears -3 hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bears finally played 60 minutes of football, and their offense finally showed up. They put up, I believe it was 45 points. They just blew out the Bucs. Fitzmagic's over. Jameis came back in. Didn't look phenomenal, but first game back, he'll get better. Then we'll go to Houston +1. They won outright. If you waited until game day, you would have seen it at 3.5, which still would have took, but the odds were not great. It was -3.5, -192. That's a rough bet to make, but Houston +1 and +3.5 covered. They won outright. I talked about that as well. Money line would have made a lot of money. Cleveland +2.5 was just a bad beat. Not really a bad beat. It was a few bad calls, a few early whistles that they were having all game. So, it was very annoying to see that. They were up at one point, and I got a call from somebody who I told to take Cleveland +2.5. They were up. He's like, "Man, this is a great week." Blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, Oakland won the football game. Oakland missed a couple of field goals that were very makeable in regulation. I don't think this game should have went to overtime, but it did. Both teams played fairly well offensively. But Cleveland +2.5 was a loser. New Orleans -3 didn't score as many points as I thought. Let me check on how many points they scored. I know it was not as high of scoring as a game as I thought it was going to be. Drew Brees still did what Drew Brees does, and that's win football games. Except the big ones. Sorry, that's just a little shot. Undeserved. Drew Brees is a great football player. Eli, the Giants, only put up 18 points. The Saints put up 33. That's very respectable. But no reason that was just easy bet. Saints -3, even though it was away from home. Drew Brees is never the same away from a dome. But still, 33 points, phenomenal. Covered -3 easily. Now, the game that pushed was Kansas City -4. For me, I don't like placing a bet until game day. And especially on a Monday night game. Or I would place it Sunday night after all the other games. But if you waited until Sunday night, I believe it was still at -4. If you waited until Monday morning, you would have got it at -3.5, which would have covered. But still, a push is better than a loss. Patrick Mahomes. People were saying, "Oh, wait till he gets tested." Those same people said this was the test week. He passed the test, in my opinion. He made a left-handed pass for God's sake. He's very mobile. He's able to evade the pocket, but the big thing I noticed with him, he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not looking to run despite having the ability to do so, and that is a big thing you need to see with a lot more quarterbacks coming out of college now. But we finished 3-1-1. Not the worst week, a lot better than we did last week. Chicago -3 covered, Houston +1 covered, Cleveland +2.5 did not, New Orleans -3 covered easily, and Kansas City -4 pushed. And that's, if you can go 3-1-1 every week, you're always going to end up with positive money. So I'll see you guys on Thursday for my preview, and you guys have a great rest of your week.